Hi everyone, my name is Karen. This is my channel Rather Be Reading, and today I'm bringing you my marked as to read video for March. So in case you are new here, my marked as to read video is a series of videos where I go through all of the books from the previous month that I heard about that I was inspired to mark as to read on Goodreads. It's not a TBR, it's not an anticipated releases. Some of them are, yes, new releases, but some of them are just books that I've heard about for the first time that may have been out for a really long time. I talk about what the books are, what they're about, why I'm excited about them, and where I heard about them. So let's jump in, because I did mark a total of 12 books as to read in the month of March. So the first book is one that I'm sure you've all heard of. It's House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. So obviously this book came out in March. I'd obviously heard of it before, but I just was like, oh, I should mark it as to read to just keep it, you know, on my Goodreads TBR. And that, again, I'm not sure when I'll read this. I shouldn't say again, because that was in a different video that I filmed, but I just mentioned in another video that I don't like reading books in series when the whole series isn't out, when I can help it, because I just like to be able to binge the whole thing. So I'm not sure when I'll get to this, but I am intrigued about this because I have enjoyed Sarah J. Maas's previous books, and this one is adult, and it's urban fantasy as opposed to just fantasy, and I believe it's got a murder mystery in it. So I don't know, I just feel like it sounds quite up my alley. So I did mark that one as to read. The next one I heard about on a Goodreads blog post for anticipated YA for March, and it's All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. So this is a mystery thriller, and it's about 6 different kids who all, like, from the same high school, you know, they're all really different. It's kind of like Breakfast Club-esque in that it's, you know, like the princess and the athlete and all of that. And they turn up to this house. They're all invited there for this dinner, when they discover that they've all been lured there, and there's like, basically they all have to decide, one of them has to die, and they all have to decide which one dies in order for them all to get like money or something that they need or something. I don't know, that just sounded interesting, and so I marked that one as to read. Next, I have 4 books that are all books that I heard about on Lala's channel, from Books and Lala. She did a video about like upcoming releases that she was like excited for. And so there were 4 on there that I was interested in. Some of these don't have covers because they don't have covers yet because they're still coming out. The first one was The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So this one, the plot of this sounds so interesting to me. It's YA, and it's about a girl who receives this big inheritance from someone that she doesn't know. It's like this really hugely rich man that she's never met before, and he leaves her all of his money. But I think as part of the like, in order for her to receive the money, she's got to move into his like big, like ramshackle, scary mansion. And also living in the mansion is all of his family who he disinherited. So that just sounds so interesting to me. I'm really interested in that one. The next one from that video was A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. This one is about a girl who is returning to school after the death of her girlfriend. I'm not sure if the girlfriend died in suspicious circumstances or if it was just a death. But she's returning to school following that, and it's like a boarding school of some sort, but you guys know that I love. And it's basically about her getting involved with these other people who are basically trying to research and investigate the school's bloody history. I don't really know too much about it apart from that, but a bloody history, you know, lots of murders and stuff going on at a boarding school. I'm here for it. The next one is Wonderland by Zoje Stage. This one is adult horror, and I believe it's about a family that moves to this like secluded house, scary haunted house, I believe, because I believe it's basically about a mother who has to like become the protector of her family from like harmful forces of some kind. I don't know, sounded intriguing. And the next one, the final one from that video of Lala's, was Cool for the Summer by Dahlia Adler. I have wanted to read some Dahlia Adler for ages. I've never read anything by her, I don't think, and she writes a lot of, I think, female romances, or a lot of queer romances at least. And this one is YA LGBT, and it's about a girl who's going into her senior year of high school, and she finally gets the guy that she's been like crushing on for ages, I think, is finally like interested in her, and they start dating when her summer fling, who is another girl, transfers to the school for their senior year, and shenanigans ensue. That just sounds like a lot of fun. The next one is one that I just actually saw a picture of the cover on Twitter. And I saw it, and the cover is quite pretty. And then I realized, recognized the author's name and was like, wait a minute, Naomi Novik, because this book is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I read Uprooted by Naomi Novik, really, really liked it. Still haven't read Spinning Silver, need to get my hands on a copy of that. But this one is the first in a series, and I don't really know exactly what it's about, except that it's about a school for the magically gifted. And I believe like people can die at the school and stuff. I don't really know too much about it apart from that, but I've really enjoyed Naomi Novik. Well, I've enjoyed Uprooted, and it's set in a school for the magically gifted. I'm into that. The next book, well, the next 3 books all come from the same Goodreads blog post. There was a Goodreads blog post done about the 7 upcoming books about witches that are swooping onto our shelves. And I was just like, I'm sorry, did you say witch books? Yes, I am reading that article. And there were 3 from that I like hadn't heard of or whatever that I was interested in. So the first one is When We Were Magic by Sarah Gailey. This one is, I think, YA. And it's about a girl who's like got witchy powers or whatever, who accidentally, with her powers, murders, I think, her boyfriend or a boy from her school. And then it's about her and like a group of other girls who are also witches trying to kind of rectify that. But like the spells are going awry and there's all kind of shenanigans going on. I don't know, it just sounded intriguing. The next one from that post was Witches of Ash and Ruin by E. Latimer. I believe this one is also YA. And I don't really know too much about it, but I've written down here, it's bisexual, it's about covens, and it's about murder. That's enough. And then the next one is almost the one that I am most intrigued about from all of the witch books that were mentioned. It's called We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Barry. So this is historical. I believe it's set in 1989, and it is following a high school field hockey team who discover the dark impulses of their, because it's set in a town that was previously where Salem witch trials had been undertaken, and they are discovering the dark impulses of their like Salem ancestors and the way that could maybe be the key to them having a winning season. I don't even know, like that is just, I don't know why, but when I read that synopsis, I was like, this sounds like my dream book. So I'm really, really interested in that one. The next book is one that I have just heard quite a few people talk about on BookTube over the past month, and that is Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGuinness. So this one is about a girl who goes on a camping, her and a group of friends go on a camping trip, when she discovers on that camping trip that her boyfriend is cheating on her with her best friend. And when she like discovers them, like she discovers it by like stumbling upon them, and she runs away, like when she's upset, into the forest or the woods or something, and becomes lost, and it's and hurt, I believe, and it's basically a survival story. That sounds vaguely intriguing to me, but then everyone who I've seen on BookTube who's read it has been really raving about it and seems to be really enjoying it, and so I'm definitely interested in it as well. And then the final book that I marked as to read in March is The Headmaster by Tiffany REISZ. So this is, or REISZ, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. This is one that I saw Riley Marie talk about on her channel. And I have read, so Tiffany REISZ, I believe, is known more for her like smutty romances. And then she published a book a couple of years ago that was more of a thriller novel, and I read that, and I enjoyed, like, it wasn't fantastic, but I enjoyed it well enough. And then, I don't know, something about the way Riley talked about this just really intrigued me. I think this actually might be a novella. I don't even know if it's a full-length novel, but it's about, I think it's still quite smutty, but it's about a headmaster teacher. I'm not sure if it's headmaster, I don't think it's headmaster student. I think it might be someone who's traveling up there to be a teacher and then ends up in a relationship with the headmaster. But I believe, and it's like at a boarding school, but I believe that there's also like some kind of mystery element to what's going on at this boarding school. I don't know, Riley Marie just had kind of positive things to say about it, and there was just something about that plot that really intrigued me. And so I've mentioned quite a few times that I am trying to read more romance this year, and so that is one that I'm definitely interested in picking up. So that's it. Those are the 12 books that I marked as to read this month. I feel like I flew through these really quickly. If you guys have read any of these books, or if you're interested in any of these books, I would love to chat about them down below. Or if you've got any further recommendations for me that you think would, get me to hit that to read button, it's really not that hard. I just love marking books as to read on Goodreads. And let me know in the comments down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. That is all I have for this video today. Bye guys.